Hello, 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 hello. Hey guys, I am here ready to rock and roll. JC, I know you've been waiting on me to come on in here. Hey JC. Listen guys, I'm gonna go on in a few minutes, but before I do that, I just want to explain to you guys what happened. Let me show my face. Show my face, show my face. All right. So some of you guys may had some trouble getting into the to the system, right? And no, not the system. Lord have mercy. I'm thinking about them not being able to get into the system. There've been like a hack in the Fulton County internet, in the system, right? And they wanted ransom. They wanted some ransom. So, they're not gonna bow down to anybody demanding ransom because supposedly it got into the system and hacked it. So they're doing a revamping of the whole system now. Yeah, they're doing a revamping of the whole system. So that's why it's been down for a couple of weeks, and people are not able to get any information from the files and stuff like that. They have to work intranet. Remember back in the days we used to have intranet. Those people who don't know about it, but we used to have intranet where it doesn't go in the outside world. It stayed in the inside within the company itself, and it's very secure. You had to have passwords and all that kind of stuff. So that's what they're working through inside the internet. You can't go into the system and getting information. That's why people are not able to access files and stuff like that unless you go down to the courthouse, and even then you have to request it. And the custodial individuals of records, they can't even get into the system right now. So everything got to be done in paper. Ooh, you can imagine they're going back to olden days. Ooh. But anyway, let's go ahead on and get started with if there's some sort of glitch, if you hear some skipping, that's because they've still probably recorded the skipping of the glitches. But hopefully it won't be that much. So I'm going to go ahead and start my live because I don't want to be here all night because I got to go to court in the morning really early. So I'm going to do a few minutes of this and then go on to my next project. Hold on, let's see. So we're going to start off when from this morning when they okay, hold on a second. I'm going to start off from this morning. They started at 149, 150 today. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and share this with you guys. Which one is it? That's the second one. We're gonna do this one. All right, here we go. Guys, can y'all see this? What the heck is going on? I don't know why it's not sharing from these things here. What's going on with this computer stuff? Close. Okay, let's go see if we can. I don't know what StreamYard is doing, but it's not letting me share. What the heck is going on here? Cancel. Let me open it up again. Let's see. StreamYard is not letting me share. Why? This is crazy. Do y'all see it now? No, it doesn't. StreamYard's not letting me share. What the heck is going on here? Let me see what's going on. Let's see. Let's see if it opens up now.
Right now and talk to him. Mr. Weinstein, anybody on the council, I'll give you 15 minutes to talk to him about that, and then I'll go ahead and proceed, okay?
Hold on, yeah, I gotta remove this because that's not the one I want to show. That's not the one I want to show. Hold on a second. Let's do this one. One is. Sorry, that wasn't the one I want to show. Okay, this is the one. This is from this morning. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go fast forward to when they start. Okay, they're doing a lot of unmuting. Muting.
7 minutes, and then what's anything else about this video on these?
Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna start right here. It's still doing the glitches in here. The in and out.
All right, good afternoon, council's interested parties. We're back on the record in the matter of the state of Georgia versus Khalif Adams et al. In 22 SC 183-572. All right, Mr. Stillwell and Mr. Botts and Mr. Sharp, good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon. All right, Mr. Williams, Mr. Steele, Mr. Adams, and Ms. Renard, good afternoon. All right, Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Weinstein, good afternoon. All right, Mr. Huey and Mr. Matthews Jr. and Sr., good afternoon. All right, Mr. Nichols, Ms. Westmoreland, Mr. Harvey, is Mr. Garner behind that? No, Mr. Garner. Okay, all right, good afternoon. All right, Mr. Ryan and Mr. Williams, good afternoon. All right, Ms. Hilton, Ms. Love, Mr. Atkins, and Messrs. Smith and Brown, good afternoon. All right. All right, so I name all our jurors here?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Okay. All right, is Detective Belknap in he's there? Okay, all right. Anything I need to take up before I call him? I'm just being kind. I'm really not interested in taking up anything, but where is it, Mr. Sharp, since you rules first?
Your Honor, the state sent all defense counsel a video, and my understanding is it's marked 60W. It's not been admitted into evidence. And my understanding is they plan to play this video through Investigator Belknap, the defense, Mr. Stillwell, as well as all the other defendants, do have specific objections to the introduction and publishing of this video. And I want to voice those concerns and make those objections now while the jury's still not with us.
What does 60W purport to show, Mr. Sharp? And then,
Come up.
yes. That's my first question. And then the second question is, what specific objections do you have as to it?
Well, Your Honor, I am not certain as to the reasons why the state seeks to introduce it. I will say that this video,
Answer my first question.
The video
what's the video
shows-
purport to show?
the video, I believe, shows a number of individuals, I'd put it around 20, that are hanging out in what appears to be a parking lot. I believe that's outside apartments in the Cleveland Avenue corridor.
Okay, how long is the video?
The video is approximately 15 minutes,
No, it's about 7.
7 minutes.
Okay, all right, 7 minutes. And then what's, anything else about this video on these alleged 20 individuals in this parking lot?
So there's a definitely, I would say, a general main narrator who's a gentleman that is not one of the accused. I think I may know who he is, but I wouldn't want to say that with certainty. He's kind of narrating, this is what we're doing, this is what's going on, and just kind of, I would say, puffing for the camera. There are other individuals smoking marijuana, leaning on cars and whatnot. There's a young lady who's saying that she's the only lady that's present, and she's speaking to the camera. Mr. Williams, I believe, makes an appearance on the camera for a short time. I don't believe any of the other charged individuals appear on the video. There are other people who I know the state has alleged are co-conspirators or YSL associates that appear on the video. They're not the ones that are talking. Generally, I believe that an individual by the name of Quindarius Zachary at one point has a firearm in his possession. There are individuals with firearms, just to be candid with the court. So it's marijuana, it's firearms, it's cussing, and bragging and the sort of thing. This is how we do it in Cleveland Avenue. You know, this is our neighborhood type thing. There are several reasons why I do not believe that this should be admissible, Your Honor.
Okay, what are your reasons for the objection?
Okay, well, first of all, just generally, I think that there's a lack of relevance towards issues that this case is about. There's certainly bad character evidence. There's certainly people in possession of firearms. There's certainly people using bad language. There's certainly people smoking marijuana. Those are all bad character that would be prohibited generally under 404A. Additionally, Your Honor, to the extent I believe in full candor, that there's what the state is going to allege some sort of gang signs, and also a brief mention about sex, money, murder, or SMM by Mr. Williams. I believe that those aspects we've seen through Detective Belknap, we've seen Mr. Williams' tweets, we've seen multiple videos, one outside a house in the Cleveland Avenue area. That was the one with the young child. We've seen two videos, I believe, of Mr. Stevens riding around in a car, rapping along with rap lyrics, saying what's alleged to be gang jargon. We've seen another video in a parking lot area with people sitting on a car. We've seen another video with Bloody J pre-video shoot where Mr. Williams, Mr. Stevens, and other individuals are saying many of these same things. Sex, money, murder, blood stuff, firearms. We've seen the tweets to the Young Thug account, and we've also seen Mr. Eppinger's Facebook page. I think the state has presented evidence of that they're going to argue links some of these individuals to gangs. At this point, playing another video of people with possession of firearms and smoking marijuana and hanging out and saying things that typically you would not want a defendant to say in front of a jury, at this point is the probative value of any issue in this case is scant. It's not relevant. It's extremely cumulative at this point. We're not in this. Let me be clear, Your Honor. I'm not saying that this is the court's fault, but I'm saying in playing additional videos, it's not. It's cutting back on judicial efficiency, and it's cumulative at this point. So we believe that under the 403 balancing test, the relevance and the probative value is outweighed by the danger of unfair prejudice, substantially outweighed. Also, Your Honor, there is hearsay on this video. As I said, this narrator who has not been identified, has certainly not been named in this indictment, is just going on and giving a narration. He's not on a witness list to my knowledge. He's not testifying in court. It's hearsay, it's confrontation clause. There's been no judicial finding whatsoever that these statements on this video would qualify under statements by a co-conspirator, 801 D2E. So the state has not laid the foundation for the admission of any of these out-of-court statements. So, Your Honor, we just don't see the relevance, and we would ask that for those reasons, the state not be allowed to play the video. Should Your Honor feel that it's appropriate to play an additional video that shows the same sorts of things we've already seen through the other videos, we would ask that the state, that this video be redacted to limit the publishing the video to the salient points to actually issues in this case, as opposed to just playing a video of a bunch of young people in a parking lot smoking marijuana and cussing.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Madam, Ms. Hilton.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, with this video, and if the court wants to see the video, we have it ready to be played. This is a 7-minute video that we received from Investigator Belknap, and the state intentionally did not put the video in during our initial direct examination of Investigator Belknap. However, we believe this video has become relevant given the cross-examination that has occurred at this point of Investigator Belknap. Specifically yesterday, Mr. Steele, in his line of questioning to Investigator Belknap regarding the tweets, as well as even State's Exhibit 55W, there was this inference again that Mr. Williams is only doing this for promotion, to promote his music career, to promote that he's not a real gangster, but that he is a studio gangster and is promoting this lifestyle, so it's not really accurate. This video, Your Honor, is not a music video, which is a little different from State's Exhibit 54W. This is a video, I believe from 2012, in which Mr. Williams, as well as Trontavia Stevens, as well as Walter Murphy, who are all co-conspirators in this case, in addition to some witnesses we believe will be coming up in, momentarily, Quindarius Zachary, are all in this video. They are in an apartment complex in the Cleveland Avenue area. A number of individuals are wearing red or have red bandanas, and Mr. Williams specifically, I believe Mr. Murphy and Mr. Stevens all are throwing up sex, money, murder symbols, the symbol for Pistol Pete. Mr. Williams himself actually says that he is a member of SMM, which would, again, going down the line of questioning that happened yesterday, would refute, we believe, is evidence refuting this notion that Mr. Williams is a studio gangster. And the state's position is that Mr. Williams, along with other members of YSL, are real gangsters. They're actual gangsters. Nothing studio about them. And so we believe that this video is relevant to to that particular portion. Mr. Shaw.
Assuming it's relevant, okay, or I take your I take your threshold issues to relevancy. What about the issues of the narrator, it being hearsay, the 403, and potentially confrontation clause issues?
Your Honor, because this is, one, a party opponent admission, Your Honor,
By whom?
Mr. Williams.
Okay, what about you got Mr. Williams, you got Mr. Stevens,
Mr.
you have you have Quindarius, Zachary.
Okay, guys, y'all saw this part. Y'all want to see the last 2 hours? I was just reading Stephanie's message. She says, we missed the last 2 hours of court because the glitching was unwatchable. Hope you can update us with what happened. So you guys want to see that part? Y'all want to see the video? What part y'all want to see? Because I don't want to waste y'all time with the stuff that you already seen earlier. So which one do you want to see now? Let me know, because I don't want to show you something that you already have seen. Stephanie, you tell me. Do I want to go from the second part and then move on up, or what? The stuff we didn't see. Okay, T-Girl. T-Girl, so the stuff y'all didn't see. So what part did y'all not see? Because I don't know when the glitching started, because I wasn't on the glitching side. So tell me. Because I couldn't even get on at all for my my live, because the internet was messed. What's the question? The steel part? Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get the steel part. Hold on. Okay, all right. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go get that one. Okay. I got y'all. Hold on. Hold your horses here. I got you, folks. Come on. Hold the horses. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Come on now. Oh, there we go. You said Mr. Steel part, which is the last part, right? Or the middle to the last part. Let's do this part.
Right now and talk to him. Mr. Weinstein, anybody on the council, I'll give you.
This is where the glitching stuff started too. Hold on.
If you can help me.
Okay, the glitching is
With the
still on
child
here.
member.
Yes, sir.
Can him on that.
Look.
Do you know whose idea it was to have that child in the video?
I do not.
Yeah,
All right. And with regards to State's Exhibit number 57, is where I believe we left off, if you can help me.
We all seen this part already, right? It was
And
really
if you need
bad.
it, I have a hand copy if you want. Sure. Okay, may I approach, Your Honor?
What's the last part?
Sure.
Okay, I saw this part then. Okay, let me.
Remember that? And she was wearing a shirt, and you identified the shirt. She's kind of in a circle of girls.
You said, infamous Sylvia, do you remember what Weinstein came in and said about how long Belknap had the video and how long the DA had it? I think Belknap had it since last year, and the DA got it. Well, they claimed they got it last Thursday or last Wednesday, and then she gave it to them last Thursday. Hey, Sylvia, I was giving you a normal shout out on LC and Channel 5 and had to check a hater today who asked if you were trustworthy with the information. Don't worry that he got checked. Trustworthy about what information? What information are they talking about?
Thank you very much. And that was the totality of the video that we saw, right?
Yes.
All right. And that was Mr. Williams in what I call the Alabama jacket. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is.
And there's nothing illegal about that video, is there?
There's nothing illegal in the video, no.
And that is young.
No, it's not my recorder. It's not my SD card. Randa's right. Listen, y'all. I do have I have another. Remember, I have my camera where I'm showing the stuff. Do you want me to put my camera in? My camera SD card, the one I had, not the one from the court. I can do that one, but that one's just facing Jeffrey. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go get that one while you guys watch this. Hold on.
Young men who are just in a neighborhood or maybe their neighborhood in a park or in the parking lot. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, the parking lot, Cleveland Avenue Park.
They're just having what appears to be, they're just joking around.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Now, we spoke about, or you spoke about, if you remember, our examination 2 days ago, Jeffrey's lyrics. Do you remember that, mentioning lyrics? A direct examination.
I don't recall specifically what you're talking about now.
Would you remember about lyrics and songs, and somehow they can advance the cause of a gang? Do you remember talking about that?
I don't.
Fine. Okay. Well, you're familiar in this bill of indictment, overt act number 74.
God,
and I have
that
to
thing is
memorize
terrible.
Thank you.
But
Ooh,
you did
Sal,
memorize it?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you remember the indictment talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna put my SD card from my camera. See, with my SD card from my camera is only showing Jeffrey, so let's do that one, okay? Because this one here sucks. This one really sucks. Okay, we're gonna remove this one from here.
Devices that may be in that area.
All right, yeah, let's do this one. Let's do this one, the one I have. Let's see. And this is from my my little camera thing. So we're gonna go down to, let's go down.
Do you know whose idea it was?
How about that? But the only thing with mine, this one is only gonna show you Jeffrey. That's why I kept my camera on Jeffrey.
With regards to State's Exhibit number 57, is that where I believe we left off? Thank you. And if you need it, I have a handout. Sure. May I approach, John?
But this is only on Jeffrey because I keep my camera on him. So sorry, guys. My apologies. This is when I need to hold on, yeah. Hold on. This is when I need to put my stamp right in front. This is exclusive my stuff from my camera. Rand, this is when I need to have my my marker on because nobody has this. I need to put my marker on. What do y'all think? I think I should put my little stamp on this overlay. I think I should put my overlay on. Let me put my overlay on. Hold on. Because folks be having fits when I put my overlay on stuff. How about that? How about if I do it like that? Is that okay? Is that okay, y'all? All right, here we go. I'm going to play it. There we go. Now he be giving me cutting his eye at me because I keep my camera on him.
Let me ask you some questions while it's coming, okay?
Yes, sir.
You recognize it's admitted into evidence, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the judge will see it in a minute, it's just warming up. Honorable prosecutor's getting it set up. But just to orient the jurors, this is a picture of Mr. Williams, fair to say?
It is.
And he's sitting down on some sort of furniture. I'm going to say a couch, but I'm not exactly sure. Does that sound right?
It does.
And his right hand is by his nose. He's wearing glasses, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then on his index finger, and I'll make the motion now, but showing his index finger to his nose, I think I'm doing it fairly right. It says the word slap. Is that fair to say?
It is.
Looks like a tattoo, but I call it tattoo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you aware, and that was pretty much the import, if I left anything out, I'm not trying to, of State Exhibit 57, is that fair to say?
Yes, sir, I believe it is.
Okay. Are you aware of professional baseball players doing a similar nose, nose, index finger to nose? What?
I have not personally seen it.
Okay. How about basketball players?
I have.
LeBron James?
Yes, sir.
And how about, John Wallace?
Yes.
Have you seen that also?
I don't recall if I've seen that.
Okay. Anthony Davis?
I'm not sure I've seen him doing it either.
All right. How about a entertainer, musical entertainer, Rod Wave? Do the same thing?
I have not.
Okay. Debo Samuel, do you know football players? Debo Samuel, 49?
I do.
Do you see him doing that? Have you seen images, videos of that?
I don't believe so.
Okay. You saw them today, right?
I'm sorry?
You saw them today?
No, sir.
No one showed you these videos?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. C.D. Lamb, you know who that is? Football player at Dallas Cowboys?
I don't.
Okay. Deshaun Watson.
I do.
Seen him do it?
I have.
And then Stephon Diggs, football player at Buffalo Bills.
I don't know him.
All right. I'm gonna have to. Baker Mayfield, you know who that quarterback is?
I do.
Same thing, same question. You seen him do that?
I don't believe I have.
And then Will Muschamp is a coach, UGA.
I'm familiar with
You
him?
know what I'm talking about?
I do.
And then Trayvon Diggs, Alabama, football player, University of Alabama,
Yes, sir.
doing the same thing.
I don't recall if I've seen that video.
All right. Have you also seen?
That's all
other
of this,
people
you said? Okay, hold on.
throughout the
You said they've seen all of this.
Seen it on
Hold
YouTube.
on, you want the last
When I say
part?
other people, I'm not insulting anybody.
Random,
Not-
what haven't you seen? So, 'cause I'm confused
So,
with
who
what
asked
you
me
guys
that?
have
I'm sorry.
seen.
Somebody like me, an average person.
You didn't see this because this is from my angle.
Not that I can think
You
of.
didn't
no.
see this angle.
All right.
You might have
there's nothing
heard from the
wrong
other one,
with
but you didn't see this. This is my angle.
This is it.
There is not any.
Okay.
About doing that.
And when a person, I'm just using his name, LeBron James does that, there's nothing wrong with that either.
There is not.
Too late telling fib. He didn't see my angle.
Just quickly, just one example. Will Muschamp, I don't know what number it is. Do you need to see it before it's played, or do you know what I'm talking about with the mic reading?
Yeah, Mr. Steele, I would sustain that objection. I think you've tried to do this yesterday, so to the extent you want to cover this.
Woo woo.
Okay. Remember yesterday, and I think the state's exhibit number 53W. It's in evidence, Your Honor. It's the warning video, music video. Do you remember what I'm talking about? I do. Okay. And
The jurors wasn't. They weren't in too long, so they didn't do too much.
October 30th, 2012.
That's correct.
And that's Nash Productions, and we're going to show it just in the middle parts of it. Is that right? Do you remember?
I do. I just
Who was he talking to? He was talking to deputy. He wanted some water.
It is.
We're gonna bring some water.
Music video producer.
Yes, he is.
Okay. And is Jeffrey Williams performing on that song, if you remember?
He is not.
Yes, he's still on
Now,
crossing
this
exam
song,
tomorrow.
Like, I'm assuming you know, like many other songs, has like an introduction, people milling about, a pre-video, then the songs. Is that fair to say?
Are you referring to the video or the
Yeah.
song?
Both. It goes to video, then goes into the song.
Could you ask the question again?
Yeah. Is it people milling about, saying
Yes, he
things,
did. He did
watching
allow the
and
video
then
into
the
evidence.
song?
They just have to
Yes,
redact some stuff.
And that's typical, or that's not uncommon, typical. You've seen that before.
I haven't. Doesn't appear to be uncommon.
All right. And that song is by a gentleman you've already announced him, Micah Anderson, also known as Oboe Player. He performs on it, true?
That is true.
And there's other people performing on it also. Mr. Usher is YJ.
Correct.
Okay.
9 o'clock. What is 9 o'clock in the morning? So I got to get to bed early, y'all. You can't keep me up.
I want to go to this. There is a several songs that Oboe Player, if you're familiar with him as an artist, that he has worked on and produced. Is that true?
There are several songs that he has produced or performed
Miranda.
before, yes.
Miranda, I had to eat, lady. I had to eat.
Jeffrey Williams has been on some of those songs. If you're
Miranda's a
familiar,
sleigh driver.
I believe he has.
And do you know that some of those songs are from 2012 that they did together, meaning Mr. Williams was featured on a song by Oboe Player in 2012, 13, and 14. Is that true?
I don't know whether it is, but I wouldn't have any reason to dispute it.
Now, you mentioned a young lady with the Honorable Mr. Shard, Attorney Shard, Maxwell Shard, in a photograph. I don't remember what number it is, but if you could just lock in, it was a woman named Miss Bennett. Do you remember that? She was wearing a shirt. You identified the shirt. She was kind of in a circle of girls.
I do.
Okay. And Miss Bennett, I believe you said, was a significant other of Mr. Anderson or Oboe Player. Is that right?
Yes, she is.
Do they, if you know, do they have a child together?
I believe that they do.
And do you know when they were significant others? Were they, dating? What years?
I couldn't tell you the years of their relationship.
Okay. Would 2012 be included?
It's, I believe so. I believe it would be included.
And 2013, 14, 15, is that all true?
It was in that time period, definitely.
All right. Now the video, in 50, I think it's 54, I'm going to ask the court, with the court's permission, 54W, I believe, is in evidence, Your Honor. I have it marked in evidence. I'd like to show part of that to the jury. Thank you, sir. May I publish it again? is going to be the video, I believe, where Mr. Williams is in like, I believe an Alabama jacket on the wrong. I think it's red Alabama. Just you look. Okay. And then tell us again the year, if you remember.
This video, I believe, was 2009.
That's right.
Man, checking out the reverse. I'm about to say the man that stole this swag. Hey, Jay, how you say he good? My nigga, let's say I'm saying the king of white swag, right? Tell them what kind of lady folks see what you doing, man. Alright, you check him out now. Now, he said that he wanted to blow the bus on y'all Christian right there. The only thing I know, take pictures in camera phone and you don't gotta do what he do. Do what he do, Joe, when you walk up. Listen, guys, this is what he does. When he's taking pictures of you, man, we go in there like that going on. Y'all believe that? I got a brand new person I want to say. Yeah, we down here, they call and kicking it, man, every day. Little money say right here, man. You call it, no, man.
I mean, get the money, man, all the way, on swag, been doing this shit, big boy swag, gotta do it, man.
He really cool. You see, he got an arm in his shirt, man. He's good. Check in with him one time.
Look at his body. Look at his face, y'all. He's probably cracking up at himself in his head.
Just playing shit with the rock part of the motherfuckers. You hear me, man? Check it out, man. We swagging, man. First nigga pop out when they get through, though. You feel me?
You still smiling? Thank you, Doc. He's still smiling, y'all. He's still smiling.
They say either one, you a change on 100 points, say this change up on. Yeah, do a rap. Yeah, that's not what change on 100 points in the one. Kid right quick.
And that was the totality of the video that we saw, right?
It is.
All right. And that was Mr. Williams in what I call the Alabama jacket. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is.
And there's nothing illegal about that video, is there?
There's nothing illegal in the video now.
And that is young, I believe they're all men, young men who are just in a neighborhood or maybe their neighborhood, you know, park or near a park or in the parking lot. Is that fair to say?
Yes, there's a parking lot at the Cleveland Avenue Park.
And they're just having what appears to be, they're just joking around.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Now, we spoke about, or you spoke about, if you remember our direct examination. 2 days ago, Jeffrey's lyrics. Do you remember that? You mentioned lyrics.
I don't
Direct examination.
I don't recall specifically what you're asking about.
Okay. Do you remember talking about lyrics and songs? Somehow they can advance the cause of a gang.
I don't.
That's fine.
Me and Michael.
Okay. Well, you're familiar with this bill indictment. You overreacted number 74. I'm not asking you to memorize the whole indictment. But you did memorize it?
No, sir.
Do you remember the indictment talking about the song Anybody? Are you familiar with that song?
I'm not.
Okay. I'm just going to ask you this as a refresher. It's Jeffrey Williams and Nicki Minaj song, popular song.
I'm not familiar with that song.
That's fine. When you went through the tweets on Mr. Williams' Twitter that you discussed last 2 days, do you remember an April 12, 2018 tweet that Nicki Minaj wrote Anybody?
I do not.
If I'm wrong, can you come back and check?
Sure, and just for the record, I have no reason to believe that you are wrong.
Okay. All right. And you don't know whether
Brian, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they try.
lyrics are actually all
No, I think they're trying to prove. Hold on a second, y'all.
No.
I don't want to talk over him. I think they were trying to prove that they were all saying that they were part of this rock crew or something like that. And they were mentioning that each one of them in the video was mentioning that they were part of it. So, I don't know.
With regards to Twitter, a tweet, I guess, October 20.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's so tired of me with this camera, y'all. Thug is so tired. I'm telling you, he look at me. He look at me, he be like, come on down, Sylvie. But I keep it on him. Is this video from? No, this video is from my camera. I have my own camera in there, y'all. And I put it on a stand. And that's what I get it from, my own camera. It's from my own. Not my phone. See my camera? I be having my own equipment in there. So just things like this, when they mess up, I got something. I got you covered, y'all.
2017. Do you remember a tweet where Jeffrey explains that rap songs are not based in reality?
Wally, I got to tell you a little secret. She's been there this week. She was there this week. Last week, she was gone. She was traveling. This week, she was there. And then she's leaving, I think, tomorrow. She won't be there tomorrow.
Without mentioning what's in the tweet, do you remember when you reviewed the Twitter account, the tweet of October 22, 2000?
All his sisters show up in the court. His sisters and his other brother is in there court. His mom's there every day, but now you know his dad can't be in there any longer. Thugger Daily, he can't be in there any longer, so he has to watch from the outside. So because he's being called as a witness for the defense. He's not banned. He's on the witness. Anybody that's going to be a witness, they don't want him in there. They're not allowed to be in there. Why is that? Because they get to hear all the other testimony, and their testimony might be influenced by what is being said. But people watching it on YouTube, so I don't know. Both of his sisters are witnesses list. No, you talking about okay. No, those sisters are not there, but the other sisters are there. Because remember, he got a large family. The two sisters, like I think Dolly, she's not there, and then the other one I don't think is there, but everybody else is there in the courtroom. He always have a courtroom full of people because he has plenty of sisters. Are you like? Yeah, I'm allowed to show y'all the gallery, but I tried not to put his mom on there. She let me take a picture, one picture, and I took one. I keep it to myself. I don't put it out because I respect the family and I don't want to violate anything that, you know what I mean? It's just, see, whether or not you guys believe me, I do have integrity. I don't do things for $1 because that's why they respect me. That's why they trust me, because I don't try to monopolize on their misfortune right now being in court. So I respect them. And those times I took a picture of Mariah's shoes and stuff like that, I got permission to do that from Mariah. I would never violate her by just taking pictures of them without their knowledge. I don't do that kind of stuff. Whether or not somebody is telling, there's people been telling lies on me throughout the YouTube world, but I know my truth, and that's all that matters. And they know my integrity. I've been there over a year. There's so much stuff I could have put out, but I don't do that because that's not my business to put that stuff out. All right.
2017, that would have been about 4.5 years before the indictment came on May 9, 2022. I did that right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Do you remember a tweet? I'm not going to ask you what it said. from October 22, 2017?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay. All right. Now, you mentioned that certain times the letter, like C as in Compton, is dropped and the B become used instead of C. Remember that?
Yes, that's correct.
Same thing for Cleveland Avenue. The C is dropped, the B is put in there. You remember all that?
That is correct.
Randy, stop. You can't even yawn without me pointing the camera. That's why you try not to look over there because he's tired of me.
Before 2009, you realize that?
Will you film attorney's
I used
question?
2009 because that's when we became
On Tall Glass, I
I'm
don't
certain
normally
that's been
show
done by
the
some artists
attorneys.
prior to 2009.
Hold on a second.
and it can
Tall Glass, I don't normally show the attorneys because remember, I get the footage from the camera, the big camera itself, because I go into the feed and put my stuff out. And I got like 3 different type of equipment. I got my camera, I got my recorder, and then I got my live view thing. So I have 3 different equipment working at the same time trying to bring you guys stuff. So the upload that I have for just in case stuff happens and I'm not able to catch it. So that's what I do. I have 3 different equipments. 3. So what you saw, Tall Guys, from the stream that was just glitching, that's from my recorder. I have a recorder in there. I got recorder, got the live viewing, and then I got my camera. And then sometime I do my my phone recording if I just want audio.
continues to be done by many artists today.
I'm sure that it is still done today.
And some people, like average people, call themselves that. We could do it too for whatever reason.
I don't know, Trav.
And the average person can do it for fun.
Now, you do know, going through tweets.
Hey, Hood,
investigating Jeffrey
alumni.
He's a big fan of the music of Lil Wayne. Do you know that? If you don't know, just say it. Do you know who the artist Lil Wayne's real name is? Wayne Carter. Do you know that?
Look at his face, y'all. He did not want to look over at me.
I have never met him.
I'd like to show you what's already in evidence. If you don't have, so the defendant, Mr. Williams, number 31. Do you know that Mr. Carter was born in 1982? Mr. Dwayne Carter, Lil Wayne?
I don't know his birthday.
Do you know that he's older than Jeffrey?
Without knowing his birthday, I can't say how old he is.
Do you know that his music has been around a decade about before Jeffrey Williams came around? Do you know that? If you don't know, just ask. I'm not sure.
I know roughly how long his music's been around. I don't know what you mean by when he came around.
Thank you for the cash app.
Since the early 2000s, I believe.
See?
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
Thank you for the cash app.
Do you recognize on the screen that person? And it's Mr. Williams, number 31.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it fair to say that's Mr. Dwayne Carter, the performer known as Dwayne?
It is.
And do you know his connection to the gentleman who you spoke about yesterday, Brian Williams, Birdman? Do you know if there's a connection, A, and B, if yes, what is that connection?
I don't know the nature of their connections. I mean, I know who both of them are, but I've not ever explored a connection between them.
That's fine. All right, but just for simplicity, do you see the 5, and I may be missing something, you could point it out, but do you see the 5 stars around the neck of Mr. Carter?
I do.
In Mr. Williams, number 31? And you see his teeth are, I call them capped, if I'm wrong, I apologize. You see that?
Yes.
All right. Now, do you know whether Jeffrey, from watching and investigating him, followed a path of Mr. Brian Williams and the I stand question. Okay. Do you know if Dwayne Carter, former Lil Wayne, is very popular, very successful?
I believe he is very popular.
you know whether Brian Williams Birdman has helped launch the careers of Nicki Minaj, Drake, Jeffrey Rose? Do you know?
I don't follow who's launching their careers.
I'd like to go to Mr. Williams, number 4.
Now, your question. As an investigator, wouldn't you educate yourself on your suspect? Wouldn't you try to find out as much as you can about him? See, I didn't know which one you were. Thank you so much for the cash app. Wouldn't you highlight you for a minute? Thank you, darling. Wouldn't you try to get yourself familiar with everything about your suspect? For him not to know so much, but then he knows everything about some gang, but then don't know the songs and all that. I don't know. This is weird. Oh, I gotta tell. Ooh, child. That's why they be getting on me, y'all. I gotta tell y'all something. Ooh, child. Hold on. Let me play this.
5, if you don't mind.
Doc, thank you. Ooh, y'all, I'm gonna get my shrimp. Doc sent me my shrimp. I'm gonna get it in the mail in a couple of days. I'm gonna have my shrimp. I'm gonna have my crab legs. Woo woo.
It's in evidence, Your Honor. This should be the shoulder, right shoulder, Mr. Williams, the B. Okay. You should be able to see it.
Nope, queen. Nope. You have to come down here and get some, queen. You have to come down here. See, he got the water. Remember I told you he was asking for water? He got the water that he was asking for.
While it's coming up, I'm just asking another question. Of course. We spoke yesterday about the Crip Walk and the Super Bowl and the Crip sign. Are you familiar with Sabrina Williams at the U.S. Open or Wimbledon doing a Crip Walk?
You mean Serena Williams?
The tennis player.
You're right. Just like I said, Sabrina, I was making sure we're talking about the same person.
Hold on, let me see. Wait.
Yes, I am.
You did say Serena. Hold on.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The
Hold on.
Walk and the Super Bowl and the Crip sign. Are you familiar with Sabrina Williams at the
He
U.S.
did
Open
say
or
Sabrina.
Wimbledon doing a Crip Walk?
You mean Serena Williams?
The tennis player.
You're right. Just like I said, Sabrina, I was making sure we're talking about the same person.
No, the tennis player.
Yes, I am.
Greatest of all time. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay. And you've seen that on video? Were you present at the event?
Unfortunately, I was not present, but I have seen it on video.
All right. I'm going to show you that in a moment as well. We'll wait for this one.
Okay, I apologize. So that's Mr. Williams' number 35. Is there any way you can just get the picture?
Y'all have,
Yeah, if you don't mind. That's okay. Can you see that, sir?
I can.
And we're talking about on the right, I'll call it like upper chest, near the shoulder area or the armpit. You see the V?
I do.
And it's red?
Yes.
Okay. What year, if you can tell the jurors, was that tattoo placed upon Mr. Williams?
I cannot tell you what year that was tattooed.
Mr. Kokomo, are you ready for a minute? I'm going to show you Ms. Sabrina Williams. I'm sure to trying to ask the court to admit it. I can show it to you.
okay. That's that part. I still got more, y'all. Hold on. Let me get the rest. Hold on.
Do you know whose idea it was have that child in the video?
I do not.
And with regards to State's Exhibit number 57, is that where I believe we left off? And if you need it, I have a handout. Sure. May I approach, John? Let me ask you some questions while it's coming, okay?
Yes, sir.
You recognize it's admitted into evidence, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the judge will see it in a minute, it's just warming up. Honorable prosecutor's getting it set up. But just to orient the jurors, this is a picture of Mr. Williams, fair to say?
It is.
And he's sitting down on some sort of furniture. I'm going to say a couch, but I'm not exactly sure. Does that sound right?
It does.
And his right hand is by his nose. He's wearing glasses, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then on his index finger, and I'll make the motion now, but showing his index finger to his nose, I think I'm doing it fairly right, it says the word slap. Is that fair to say?
It is.
Looks like a tattoo, but I call it tattoo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you aware, and that was pretty much the import, if I left anything out, I'm not trying to, of State's Exhibit 57, is that fair to say?
Yes, sir, I believe it is.
Okay. Are you aware of professional baseball players doing a similar nose, nose, index finger to nose? What?
I have not personally seen it.
Okay. How about basketball players?
I have.
LeBron James?
Yes, sir.
And how about, who John Wall is?
Yes.
Have you seen that also?
I don't recall if I've seen that.
Okay. Anthony Davis?
I'm not sure I've seen him doing it either.
All right. How about a musical entertainer, Rod Wave? Do the same thing?
I have not.
Okay. Debo Samuel, do you know football players? Debo Samuel, 49.
I do.
Do you see him doing that? Have you seen images, videos of that?
I don't believe so.
Okay. You saw them today, right?
I'm sorry?
You saw them today?
No, sir.
No one showed you these videos?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. C.D. Lamb, you know who that is? Football player at Dallas Cowboys?
I don't.
Okay. Deshaun Watson?
I do.
Seen him do it?
I have.
And then Stephon Diggs, football player at Buffalo Bills?
I don't know him.
All right. I'm going to have to, and Baker Mayfield, you know who that quarterback is?
I do.
Same thing, same question. You seen him do that?
I don't believe I have.
And then Will Muschamp is a coach, UGA.
I'm familiar with him.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
And then Trayvon Diggs, Alabama, football player, University of Alabama,
Yes, sir.
doing the same thing.
I don't recall if I've seen that video.
All right. Have you also seen other people do it throughout the internet? Have you ever just seen it on the internet? And when I say other people, I'm not insulting anybody, but maybe not a professional athlete or
So who are you asking about again? I'm sorry.
somebody like me, an average person.
Not that I can think of, no.
All right. There is nothing wrong, illegal, with doing this, is there?
There is not. not anything illegal about doing that.
And when a person on the street is named LeBron James does that, there's nothing wrong with that either.
There is not.
All right. Just quickly, just one example. Will Muschamp, I don't know what number it is. Do you need to see it before it's played, or do you know what I'm talking about with the mic reading?
Yeah, Mr. Steele, I would sustain that objection. I think you've tried to attempt to do this history proceeding, so to the extent you want to cover this, you want something else.
Okay. Remember yesterday, and I think the state's exhibit number 53W. It's in evidence, Your Honor. It's the warning video, music video. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay. And what year was that?
That
October
was-
30th, 2012? Does that sound right? October 30th, 2012?
That's correct.
And that's Nash Productions, and we're going to show it just in the middle parts of it. Is that right? Do you remember?
I do. I just wasn't sure what the question was.
Is it made by Nash, N-A-S-H Productions?
It is.
A video, music video producer.
Yes, he is.
Okay. And is Jeffrey Williams performing on that song, if you remember?
He is not.
Now, this song, like,
y'all.
has
Hold
like
on
an
a
introduction.
second. My sis just gave me a cash app. Thank you, sis. That was so beautiful of hers. Thanks.
People knowing about a pre-video and then the songs. Is that fair to say?
Are you referring to the video or the
Yeah.
song?
Both. It goes the video, then goes into the song.
Could you ask the question again?
Yeah. Is it people milling about, saying things, and we could watch it, and then eventually the song?
Yeah, yes, that's correct.
Okay. And that's typical, or that's not uncommon on that, typical. You've seen that before.
I have. It doesn't appear to be uncommon.
All right. And that song is by a gentleman you've already announced him, Micah Anderson, also known as Oboe Player. He performs on it, true?
That is true.
And there's other people performing on it also. Mr. Usher J.
Correct.
Okay, now I'm not taking away from anyone else, but if you want to name anybody else, but those people are on it. I want to go to this. There is several songs that Ola Player, if you're familiar with him as an artist, that he has worked on and produced. Is that true?
There are several songs that he has produced or performed that I'm aware of, yes.
And Jeffrey Williams has been on some of those songs. If you're familiar, if you're not.
I believe he has.
And do you know that some of those songs are from 2012 that they did together, meaning Mr. Williams was featured on a song by Ola Player in 2012, 13, and 14. Is that true?
I don't know whether it is, but I wouldn't have any reason to dispute it.
Now, you mentioned a young lady with the Honorable Mr. Shard, Attorney Shard, Maxwell Shard, in a photograph. I don't remember what number it is, but if you could just lock in, it was a woman named Miss Bennett. Do you remember that? She was wearing a shirt. You identified the shirt. She was kind of in a circle of girls.
I do.
Okay. And Miss Bennett, I believe you said, was a significant other of Mr. Anderson or Ola Player. Is that right?
Yes, she is.
Do they, if you know, do they have a child together?
I believe that they do.
And do you know when they were significant others? Were they, dating? What years?
I couldn't tell you the years of their relationship.
Okay. Would 2012 be included?
It's, I believe so. I believe it would be included.
And 2013, 14, 15, is that all true?
It was in that time period, definitely.
All right. Now the video, in 50, I think it's 54, to ask the court, with the court's permission, 54W, I believe, is in evidence, Your Honor. I have it marked in evidence. I'd like to show part of that to the jury. Thank you, sir. May I publish it again? And this is going to be the video, I believe, where Mr. Williams is in like I believe an Alabama jacket, if I'm wrong. I apologize for that. I think it's a red Alabama jacket. Just you look. Okay. And then tell us again the year, if you remember.
This video, I believe, was 2009.
That's right.
Man, Jack and I don't really I'm about to say, man, that's all this way. No. Hey, Jack, how you say he good? Hold on. My nigga, good self say he the king of white swag, right? So I know what kind of let lady folks see what you doing, man. Alright, you check him out now. Now, he said that he wanted to blow the bus on y'all Christian right there. The only thing I know, take pictures and camera phone, and you don't gotta do it.
What is he smiles when he
What you do, when you walk up? Listen, guys, this is what he does. But he's taking pictures of
Man, we go in there like that going on. Y'all believe that? I got a brand new person I want to say.
Man, we down here, they calling kicking it, man, every day. Little money say right there, man. You call that, you call no, man.
I mean, big money, man, all the way, on swag. Been doing this shit, big boy swag. Gotta do it.
He really cool. He still got an arm in his shirt, man. He's really cool. Check in with him one time.
He's smiling, y'all.
Just because I ain't shit with a rock, part of this motherfucker, you hear me, man? Just man. We swag, man. Yeah, first is a hot found when they get through, though. You feel me? That's all. Hey, that's a little long time.
Look at him. You look at him.
Let my boy look at you. Let my boy look at you.
Look at him smile. Look at him smile. Look at him. Look at him. He's smiling.
Look, dude. Y'all just get on that one time, man. They say he the one, you a trying to go 100 points there, you ain't no phone. Yeah, do a rap. Yeah, that's how we're trying to go 100 points in the one. Kid right quick.
And that was the totality of the videos that we saw, right?
It is.
All right. And that was Mr. Williams in what I call the Alabama jacket. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is.
And there's nothing illegal about that video, is there?
There's nothing illegal in the video now.
And that is young, with all men, young men who are just in a neighborhood or maybe their neighborhood, you know, park or near a park or in the park.
I showed this part already? Okay.
Yes,
Hold on. He said I showed this part already, y'all. Hold on. Let's stop. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This is part. Okay, let me get it. Hold on. Thank you, Thugger. Hold on a second. Let me get the other part. Remove. Which number is this? This is 0428. Hold on. Present. 0428. Okay, this is that one.
Shot was, there were two, Mr. Grimes and Miss Reed.
Okay, Madam Chain, I think you told me about that some time ago. So whenever it comes up, the state's telling me it's not coming up anytime soon.
Understood. I thought it was coming.
All right. Anything else? I have anybody else?
There were two more motions. I don't have before me the numbers as that correlate to the particular motions, but Mr. Steele filed a motion related to information that was provided in discovery as to the armed robbery of Derek Dotson that the state noticed we would be introducing as evidence. He had some objections to the 911 calls. We do not agree on the admissibility of those calls. He also has objections to jail calls. The witness in the jail call will be called as a witness at trial. The person, the declarant, the speaker in the jail call.
I think that's Williams 40. That's the issue of the jail calls and the person listed.
Okay.
And then there's is there this AB allegation? Is that the?
That's a different act.
Okay, all right.
And
Who is the other person that you just mentioned?
the two things that I mentioned were the 911 calls. I'm not certain whether
Okay, I got that. 911, I'm sorry, no, I don't have that, 911.
that was in the Derek Dotson armed robbery.
Okay,
And I know that Mr. Steele told me that he would be objecting to portions of that, and I do not know that he has reduced that to writing, but I do know that we do not agree on the admissibility of those calls.
I don't have, he hasn't filed a formal motion in regards to Derek Dodson. That I'm aware of.
And the other one that I noted for the court was, I believe, as the court has said, Defendant Williams' motion in limine number 4 relates to the jail calls.
911 is 42.
Okay. So those are outstanding, as well as.
Are they going to be heard anytime soon? I mean, the witness is going to be called anytime soon.
Yes, those could be called this week, depending on how long Mr. Steele goes tomorrow with investigator Belknap. As those could, and we also have motion in limine number 41, which is a potential.
Glass. Most of the time I'm doing
depending again on how long.
Glass. Most of the time I'm doing something else with my other equipment, so that camera just stays there. It doesn't move, doesn't do anything.
Mr. Steele or whomever else goes with investigator Belknap tomorrow. So motion.
I gotta remember, I'm only one person doing all these different jobs.
Number 40, 41, and 42. And arguably, without suggesting how the court should allocate time, if Mr. Steele takes investigator Belknap close to the lunchtime hour, I believe that these are motions that within the time frame of the court's allocated lunchtime hour, they could be addressed within.
I'm taking my lunch, Ms. Love. I don't know about you, but you're not invading the province of my lunch. That's the Constitution. I'm sorry, you're not going to get that. But you know, if it's going to take up, and plus, that tells me already, lunch is an hour. You all traditionally don't represent time very well, so that's 2 hours at least. So I might just go ahead and excuse the jury to take it up for the afternoon.
Oh, so the jury's gonna be excused tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, all right. So let me see where we are, and then we'll gauge accordingly. And I'll consider that. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Next thing. So that's 40, 41, and 42. We can maybe possibly take up to tomorrow afternoon. the next thing is I've noticed for tomorrow morning, the media order. I understand that there has been some discussions between the state, the media council, as well as counsels for the defendants. So what I'd like to do tomorrow at 9 o'clock is to take up that particular issue and hear any other arguments or assertions at that point in time. So the email that was sent to me and sent to everyone directs everybody to be here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So we'll take up that issue, and I will hear any other additional arguments at that point in time for those that wish to be heard on that issue before I decide to enter an order. Okay?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. Okay. Mr. Harvey, do not ask for a 105 instruction tomorrow morning when we talk about the media, okay? Please. You can ask for it later. Again, I'm counting. You got about 10 more 105 asks, okay? Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. But no, tomorrow morning we'll take up that issue at 9. So if you all could be here, just be here for 9 so we can hear it, and then I built in about 30 minutes or so, and we can go ahead and take that up, and then we can get back with our jurors, okay? All right. Mr. Steele, I missed anything? I really kind of don't want to hear more. Well, there was this other issue I need to take up or whatever else. So I'm only planning to, based upon what the state's told me, to take up 40, 41, and 42 tomorrow. After, should we not exhaust Detective Belknap, okay?
Yeah, I did file others. I'm trying to get the numbers to it, but I'll have it emailed to everyone as well. Like what Ms. Love requested, like the specifics on the time of the 911 call. I did that already.
All right.
And I emailed it to everyone, but I haven't put my hand.
And Your Honor, it wasn't that I requested it, it's that I don't agree with it. That's the reason we need that.
Okay. All right, folks, anybody else? Okay, hearing nothing else, then folks, we will be in recess until tomorrow morning for our 9 o'clock on our motion for the media pursuant to Rule 22. All right, we're in recess.
Well, that was it, y'all. That was it. But before we leave, I'm gonna show you what the agreement is for the media. Oh, you're welcome. Hold on, y'all. Before y'all leave, hold on. I gotta show y'all what the they said it would be. Hold on, let me get this. I'm gonna get this off of this. All right. I'm going to read it what it says. I'm not going to show you guys. I'm just gonna read it. It says here, the proposed order for limitation to it says on January 19, 2024, the state of Georgia filed a motion requesting the imposition of limitation on the media's authorization to record testifying witnesses during the pendency of the trial under USCR 22 Rule 22 OCGA 15-1-10.1. Upon review of the motion, applicable law, and the record in this case, including prior filing by media interveners on October 12, 2023 and December 14, 2022, media interveners, the court hereby grants in part and deny in part the state of Georgia's motion and orders as follows. 1, to address security concern expressed by certain trial witnesses, in this case, counsel for the state and counsel for the media interveners, shall consult with one another on a weekly basis to discuss the manner in which the testimony of the state's anticipated witnesses shall be recorded under Rule 22. For any specific witnesses for whom there are legitimate security concern that can be substantiated by the witness or the state, the witness or the state may request that only audio of witness testimony be recorded. In addition, if any specific alleged victim of whom there are legitimate security concern that can be substantiated by the alleged victim or the alleged victim or the state may request that during the limited period of the live streaming of such person's testimony, each person's identity, including such person's first and last name, be temporarily obscured or redacted in said live stream, and that such person's first and last initial only be streamed during the limited dependency of such person's testimony. If media intervener or any defendant objects to the witnesses, the alleged victims, or the state request, media interviewer or any objective defendant shall be required to bring their objection to the attention of the court promptly for resolution prior to witnesses or alleged victims' testimony. If neither media interviewer or any defendant raises objection to the witnesses, the alleged victims, or the state's request, or if such objection is overruled, the pool camera and all authorized user of other cameras in the courtroom shall be instructed by the court that video and still photography image of the witness cannot be taken while the witness is in the courtroom, or in the case of alleged victims, that such person's first and last initial only be streamed during the limited dependency of each person's testimony, provided, however, that live streaming or subsequent publication of recording in which counsel and the court or any witness refers to alleged victim by name shall not be attributed to a media interval as a violation of the terms of the order. Okay, let's read that part again. So we don't want to be in violation. They said that witness cannot be, okay, let's go back up. It says here, the court shall be instructed, the court shall instruct by the court, courtroom shall be instructed by the court that video and still photography images of the witness cannot be taken while the witness is in the courtroom, or in the case of alleged victims, that such person's first and last initial only be streamed during the limited pendency of such person's testimony, provided, however, that live streaming or subsequent publication of recording in which counsel, the court, and any witness refers to alleged victim by name. So that means if you put the name of that witness on that live stream, shall not be attributed to media intervention as a violation of the terms of this order. In the event a media organization streams the pool video of the trial, in this case in conjunction with a live chat, okay, live chat containing comments, y'all hear that, on online observers, such media organization shall undertake a good faith effort to remove such chat of any threatening commentary about witnesses, as well as commentary providing identifying information regarding the witnesses, including but not limited to their purported address, phone number, current or former employer, and any other sensitive personal identifier information. Number 3, Nothing in this order shall be limited or in the right of the media or to report on information that has been already publicly disclosed in this proceeding, is disclosed during the course of the trial and otherwise made matter of public record. Okay. Number 4, except a specific set forth herein, nothing in this order shall limit the right of the media to record any portion of the trial, in this case consistent with the Rule 22 order that has been or may be entered by the court. So ordered the 5th day of February. This is what the judge will have to sign on. So you guys heard that, right? You guys hear that, right? Do you guys hear that? Everybody hear that? Mods, y'all hear that, right, Sylvia? And didn't the state say they will use initial instead of the name of the witnesses? Yeah, they're going to use initials. So that means they cannot put it on the live stream. So what they're going to be doing is muting it. And then if anybody like mods, if you see stuff in that chat, any kind of negative thing, you remember we talked about any threats, any of that kind of stuff, y'all got to be on your P's and Q's. Delete it. Delete it. And if that person continues, block them. All right, that's the way we're going to handle it, because we'll be responsible for the stuff that comes through our live stream. Okay, we're responsible because we're a media that's showing live stream. So mods, please, guys, those who don't feel that they can handle that work, let me know. Let me know, because I'll just mod some people during the live streaming, especially my regular people that comes in. I'll be modding you guys. I will be modding you guys real soon. All right. But now I'm about to go. I have one more live to do. I need to get my butt in bed. I got to get in bed by 11:30. You know, I know you got it, Red. I know you got it, but it's in the order. And once the judge sign it, I'll post it on my I just haven't. I'm not posting it until he actually signs it. Once he signs it, you'll see his signature on it. Then we'll post it for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I'm about to end it. I just have one more thing to do for my members, and then I'm going to bed because I need to rest. You know, y'all be having me running. Night, y'all. It's 3 a.m. Oh my God, it is really late over. Where are you? Where are you located? VK, you're the best too. Where are you, Drexel? Where are you at? Please tell me, because you're 3 o'clock in the. Oh, you're in the UK. Hey, London, UK. You need to sign still. You need to sign still thing too. LOL. What still? What thing that's still? You need to sign still thing too. I don't know what you're talking about, Trevor. Hey, Lila. Oh, good. Thanks for supporting from Sylvia. Wow. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful, 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 wonderful evening. I will see you guys in the AM hour. So have a great one. Thank you for those who sewed into this platform today. Thank you to Miranda Baby, and thank you to Miss D. I don't know. I forgot your whole long name on here. Miss D. Thank you guys for your blessings. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. I gotta go. And you, Drea, go to bed. Go to bed. It's 3 a.m. over there. Go to bed. Good night, everybody.